Hey there guys, it's Toasty Fresh and I'm back with another topical video, and this time it's going to be a little video about Uncharted 4, which has just been released today actually as I film this. And I'm doing a little topical video about this because early on in the year, I think it was, or maybe, yeah, I think it was early on in the year, just after Christmas, I purchased 1 to 3 of the series and played them through back to back, and I kind of fell in love with this series. I thought there was amazing games, and obviously there's excitement when I found out there was going to be a new Fallout, and it looks amazing, and the graphics, and I think it'll just be just as much of an amazing game as all the other three that have come out, and that Naughty Dog have really, they've got a series to be proud of in the Uncharted series. But what I wanted to talk about was the decision to make this Nathan Drake's swan song, and it could be the end to the Uncharted series. And I wanted to put my view across that I think it's the right decision, and that Naughty Dog are right to cut the game off now at the fourth one. And I think my reasons behind that are being that from two quotes, our famous sayings, the one always leave the audience wanting more and quit while you're ahead, really spring to mind with this decision. And I think that it is the right decision. I mean, there's four of them. It's a nice place there to just wrap the series up. Someone has already said there's going to be nostalgic things from little tweets that I've heard from people who've got the game eagerly loaded it up and been tweeting. And they said there's going to be nostalgia running through it from what they've seen of the early parts of the game. And I think it'll be a nice send off for this series. You've had the kind of trilogy on the PS3, bring it back for one last swan song on the PS4, and close it on a high, because as much as people would love the series and they would love to make them do more and more and more, I think it's the best thing sometimes for a series to end it on a high. Don't wait until the series has outstayed its welcome and become stale and people are like, oh no, it's just another Uncharted game, because the history of video games is littered with series that have gone on and gone on, and that people are going, oh, this isn't, and it's slowly and slowly this series gets to be not as good, or it runs out of ideas. And that isn't really what I want for the Uncharted series. I want them to carry on putting Drake into situations where you're thinking, right, well, they're really having to, force this one out. And I think as a developer, they seem to want to keep, innovating. They want to keep pushing along with different things, and they're a developer that aren't afraid to cut ties and move on to another franchise. They've had the Crash games, they've had the Jackson Daxter, which I have so far. I'm unlucky enough to say I haven't played those yet. I did play the early Crash games, but it shows there that they're not afraid, to cut a series off. And I think, to be honest, if you look back at the series, as I think they've finished with Jackson Daxter as well now. The series are all the stronger for that. You look at some series like Tomb Raider, where they went on for quite a few longer, and it got to the debacle that is Angel of Darkness. And true, it's been resurrected now, and they've refreshed it. But as the series was back then, it was kind of in need of that, really. But I kind of like it that sometimes there's a game that that you got a great memory to hold on to, and there wasn't too many sequels to come ahead and be the fly in the ointment, to be the one that went, oh, sometimes it's quite sad when you see a series and you're like, oh, that would have been an amazing series, but if only they'd have stopped after this time. And I mean, you can never say never, I suppose, because as it goes to shows with some series, they resurrect them. But I think at the very least, if they're going to do that, would be a different character, some other want to come in and take over the role from Nathan Drake. I think they'd have to do that, I think, at the very least. But yeah, they're kind of my views on it. It'd be interesting to see what your views on it. Are you sad that this would be the last Uncharted game, albeit even if it is just with Nathan Drake, and maybe the Call of Money will make them make another one, but somehow I don't know, I doubt it. I mean, they could go on and make other games, like they had phenomenal success with The Last of Us. That could be something that they revisit as well instead, or they could go on to make another game entirely. They've already shown that they can move to different projects and be just as successful. Just as goes to show with The Last of Us, that they made another amazing game that wasn't an Uncharted game. So it'd be interesting to see your views. Do you think they're right to stop it as it is? Do you think the series had legs to carry on and on and on, or do you think, like I think, that it is kind of the right decision to do one more, maybe leave it on a high and carry on? I mean, they as developers must know if they've put a lot into this last game and they think, well, after this maybe we're scraping the barrel, trying to think of something else for him to do that's new and innovative, and it isn't going to feel samey. And I mean, there has been series that keep going on and on and on, like the Mario series, but even those, you'll get your detractors kind of saying, oh, it's another Mario game, they're rehashing Mario again. Usually they are high quality games, though. You've got to say that about them. Usually they're pretty playable and they'll still have appeal. But yeah, that was just kind of my thought. I thought when I saw that the game had been released today, and I've been following some of the news, I'd watched the trailers for it, and unfortunately myself, I haven't gone out and got it yet. I hope to get it at some point soon, hopefully. I don't know when that will be. I don't know if I'll be able to go out and pay full whack for it. I'm going to have to wait and see if there's a cheeky discount somewhere where it'll make me want to go out and get it. I mean, I do want to get it now, but at the moment money issues kind of mean that I can't. And another thing, have you played it? Is it everything that we all hope it's going to be? Please no spoilers though, just your general feel of the game. Is it just as good as the others? I mean, I have full confidence, I think, after playing the other games, that this is going to be just as high quality, and just from the ethos of the team and what they're all about, like watching the videos of the development team throughout those other games and what they put into it, and the philosophy on the whole kind of thing, just gives me great hope that it's going to be just as good, and maybe even they've ramped it up once more. But yeah, those are my views. What are your views on Uncharted? Was it one of your favourite PS3 series and franchises? Was it one of your favourite PlayStation franchises altogether throughout recent history? And will you be sad to see it go? And you're looking forward to seeing what Naughty Dog come up with next to top Uncharted, because that will be really interesting. But that's all I got time for. It was just a short real video, just to commemorate the game coming out, and just to say a few of my thoughts on the game that might be a little bit different. I don't know, maybe someone's done a similar video to this, I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. All your feedback, as always, would be greatly appreciated. And thanks for watching, and it's game over from me.